Uh, can you guys, I mean, the last month and a half has got to been kind of a nightmare, I guess, a little bit from a one-loss record. I mean,
Yeah,
can you literally come back now?
yeah, absolutely. It was a tough month, but it's been a learning experience. We've had, one or two games where we didn't play well, and a couple more games where we felt like we deserved to get points out of the game. So, got to learn from the losses and take the positives away. And it's a new season now. What happened in the regular season doesn't really matter at all. So, we're just kind of throwing the one-loss record out of there, and we're 0-0 right now. We're going to get a fresh start.
So what have y'all learned? I mean, give me something more specific on what y'all have learned that you can turn around.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely see the games where we have success are the games that we're keeping it simple and we're being more physical. We're not an extremely skilled team. We have guys that can make plays, but the identity of our team is more of a hard-working group. When we're rolling lines, we play all four lines. We're not sitting guys, and we're physical. And you can tell the difference in the games that we play that way, play with that kind of intensity and that physical presence in the games where we're not hitting and we're not competing. The games where we try to get too fancy are the games that we're not having success. So we can definitely, you can tell for sure on video. And so we got to play the way that we can play, the way that we need to play, which is physical and keeping it simple.
What are you telling the younger players about playoff hockey? I mean, is there a difference in intensity, physical play?
Yeah, definitely. It's just like playoffs in the league. It's lose and you're done, basically. So everyone's putting it all on the line. There's nothing to save it for. We've really been emphasizing that it's a new season completely, but that we're going to need to come out and play just as hard as we've played all year. I mean, even over the last month, you can tell a difference in the level of play, and we've been saying it the whole time that playoff hockey is even a step up from that. But guys have been working really hard in practice. We have some really mature freshmen, so I'm not too worried about them adjusting.
You talk about you make your own luck. You told us a lot. Bouncers still aren't going your way. Is that frustrating that you're not getting some of the breaks?
I mean, yeah, at times it's frustrating when you'll get a bad bounce and they'll score on you. It's kind of deflating. But like we said, we're wiping the slate clean. It doesn't really matter the bounces that we've had up to this point. It's about creating some new ones for ourselves this weekend. And I know the whole team, we're feeling pretty positive from the locker room. We've been working hard, and we feel like things are going to start to turn our way if we just keep sticking to our game plan.
Can it help that the young guys don't have that playoff experience, that they're going in there with the mentality of we have to win, although the atmosphere is going to be different, the intensity, but
yeah,
they don't know too much about playoff hockey to be afraid or be too excited about it?
Yeah, that can definitely work in our favor. It's kind of like that thing where you're almost too naive to be worried, exactly like you were saying. It's just the only thing they know is to go out and play hard. That can definitely work in our advantage. They don't really they're not really thinking about the implications. They haven't been there before, so it's kind of like that youthful excitement. We can definitely harness that.
You're looking forward to playing the new building?
Yeah, absolutely. They opened it the week after we played there in the regular season, so I've heard it's pretty nice and definitely looking forward to playing there.
You were looking forward to playing in there in the new building. You wanted to open the building, didn't you?
Yeah. It would have been nice to open the building. I mean, their old building had some character, but I've heard their new one's a lot nicer. So it'll be pretty cool to see what they have going on there. But once the game starts, it doesn't really matter where you're playing. It's all about what's going on the ice.
By character, what do you mean? The old building had character.
It was a unique rink. Kind of half of the gym.
I got
that blue tarp up there. I don't know how long they've been actually playing there, but it had a long time. So it had some history. Definitely. Out of all the barns in the league, I think that's the only one where they have that kind of setup. So
I thought you meant maybe the locker rooms were, I'm getting
Does it make it? I mean, obviously there's a difference playing away, and you probably want to play home. But is there a big difference in playing home and away? Because if you would have played that playoff game, you'd be over at the old ice rink.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, no matter what, we would have been playing in a different environment than we're used to with the shot. I've been in both situations, and it depends on the team you have. I think going on the road can be an advantage for us for sure, because like you were saying, we have that youth, get away from all the distraction of being at home, just worry about playing hockey. It's a fresh slate, bring in the whole team, get the guys together, get the chemistry up. So I think it could work in our advantage for sure. And we've played in Notre Dame before. They'll have a good crowd. It could definitely work to our advantage if we harness the kind of energy that we're going to have for sure.
Do you have good memories from that trip? That win against them earlier this year was kind of what set you guys off on that first half.
Yeah, exactly. We had a solid weekend there. They're obviously a really talented team, a good team, and we had some success against them. A hard-fought weekend. We split with them, but that kind of set the tempo. You're absolutely right. It showed us what we can do as a team. So if we get back to those roots, we know that we match up decently well with them. We're going to have to play really well. They have some skill. They have toughness. They're a good team, but we think that we're a good team as well. So if we play the way that we can, I think we can definitely have success.
You guys have talked for most of this year about having a first punch mentality.
Yep.
But the past couple of games, you guys have fallen behind early. How big of a lift emotionally would it be for you guys to score first and be able to play with a lead?
Oh, huge playing with the lead, especially in playoffs where the games are all so tight. It's really defensive-minded, just like playoffs in any league. Guys are making sure they're blocking shots. Everyone's laying the body. So if you can get that first goal, that's huge for momentum. It's huge playing with the lead. We definitely like to do that. But even if we don't, we know that we're going to have the right attitude, that we're going to respond if they score first. But hopefully we can get the first one. Absolutely.
Is there extra motivation for you personally this weekend because you know there is no next season for you?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, no matter what, it's never too hard to get motivated for playoffs. It doesn't matter what year you are in school. If you're having to think of reasons to get motivated, then you're in the wrong sport. So it's never really been a problem. But yeah, absolutely, knowing the fact that this is my last go-around in the playoffs is definitely, I guess, fired me up to make sure I have as good a playoff run as we can possibly have. Definitely.
When you go in a new building, as a hockey guy, you were talking about you're going to miss the blue tarp or whatever.
Yeah.
Is the one thing you're concerned about the ice? I mean, what do you want to learn? I mean, what do you?
Yeah, I'd say the ice, different rinks have different, I guess, ice, harder versus softer
Right.
ice, and the boards are actually a big thing as well. Different boards, like for example, some rinks will have really bouncy boards. You throw the puck, and it's just really lively. Pucks are bouncing all over the place. Other places, you go to dump it in the corner, it just stays right in the corner. The boards kill it. So it's definitely something. We'll have practice on Thursday. Guys will be out there passing pucks off the boards, figuring out all the different bounces, the little quirks that the rinks have. Definitely.
I could say a new building. You anticipate really good ice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would
is that the
imagine.
anticipation?
I would imagine that it'll be pretty nice ice. I'm sure the boards will be pretty good. They'll probably have seamless glass. I mean, I'm sure it'll be state of the art. So I'm definitely looking forward to playing on that. I'm sure we won't have any hitches with the rink itself.
The OSU rink have character?
Oh, the OSU rink has all kinds of character. Both of them, the shot and I played playoffs in the little rink before too, and that's actually a pretty cool place to play in playoffs as well. There's a lot of character there. It's a unique experience, definitely.
It's a lot of characters as well.
Yeah, characters and character, absolutely.
Thanks, Sean.